Hello everyone, my name is Richard Cheesy, and today I'm going to be answering, sort of answering one of the questions I had as a kid. Was Jesus really born on Christmas? So let's dive into it. The first reason I might think Jesus is not born on Christmas is that in Christmas it snows a lot. Like right now it's December, right? So if Jesus was born on Christmas, it would be very cold, right? So Roman people, the people who started the census that made Joseph and Mary move to Bethlehem, they like to be relocate when it's easier to move around. If it was snowing, would you really think Roman people would start a census then? It'd be more likely they started a census during spring to late fall. Then, because it's easier to move around then instead of going through winter. Another one for you. If Jesus was born on December, it snows, right? How would there be not enough space for them? Because if it's snowing, it's harder to survive, which means that most of the people who went to Bethlehem would not make it. So there'd be space for them to stay in the inn, right? But in the Bible, it says there's not enough space for them. So it needs to be a time where most of the people who traveled had enough energy to get there and enter the inn. Because if it was snowing, most of them would die off. Another one is donkeys can carry people during the snow, but they would need more energy to do that. And I'm not even sure if Joseph and Mary had enough food to feed themselves, let alone a donkey who needed more food because it was going through the snow with a pregnant woman on its back. So they wouldn't have even made it if it was snowing. Another one is that Jesus was in a stable, right? If it wasn't snowing, why would he be left in a stable with just a thin piece of cloth to wrap around himself? It's still gonna kill him. The frost, he's gonna get frostbite, and then he just die off like that. And then he wouldn't be able to save any of us. So that's why I think Jesus wasn't born in the winter, because no, there would have been space for them in the inn, and if there wasn't enough space for them in the inn, they would have died in the stable. And another one, the shepherds. In the Bible, it says the shepherds were guarding their flocks at night. At night, it snows. It's colder at night, right? In December, it's colder at night. So if the shepherds are taking care of their flock, it have to be in the spring till fall, because they can't take care of a flock in the snow, because they would be cold, the sheep would be cold, and it'd be easier for wolves to eat the sheep, and then they'd go home with nothing. So those are all my reasons that I think Jesus was not born in December. If you have anything to oppose against that, put it down in the comments below. If you enjoyed that video, please hit a like and subscribe. This is Richard saying bye.